Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, Blue Marble Riders. Now, where were we last time I came out on my dirt bike? Oh, that's right, this happened.
That's right, my new Skydio 2 drone flew well until I tried to bring it back to my home point to land. It flashed a gimbal unreliable error, locked me out of the controller and phone, and told me it was making an emergency landing. No amount of pressing home or fly here now would deter the little Blue Marble Rider, as I called it, from drone suicide in the lake directly below. A warning that some viewers may find the following graphic video images disturbing. If that is you, please seek counselling and therapy immediately. The content creator is not liable for financial or mental costs as a result of watching this drone drowning. So I contacted Skydio and told them that there had been a gimbal malfunction and that I'd lost my drone. They replied immediately with the following message after reviewing my flight logs. Hi BlueMarbleRider, thanks for your patience during this process. After a thorough review of the flight data and video, we are unable to warranty this incident as it falls outside our safety and operating guide. Do not fly in precipitation, fog or snow. Fly cautiously around reflective surfaces such as still water or mirrors. I understand in our previous conversations you mentioned you saw a gimbal error. I discussed this with my senior advisors and we reviewed the logs. This was a gimbal unreliable error, which can happen when the gimbal processor stops communicating. This could have been caused by water vapor ingestion when the drone was flown through the cloud, which resulted in the drone descending into the water. Be sure to read the important materials linked below. Best, Julia. In this video, I'm going to tell you how I got Skydio to honour their basic warranty, reverse their decision, and replace my drone. Stay tuned. But first, a disclaimer. I've always found that if you want to get something out of someone who's reluctant to give it to you, like Skydio were, then you've got to be polite, you've got to be firm and stay on message, and above all, you've got to know your facts. Otherwise, you're just not going to get any traction. And knowing your facts is really important with Skydio. So here's a little bit of a backstory about the company. They started in 2014. In 2018, they came out with a drone. It didn't sell that well. In 2019, though, the Skydio 2 was unveiled, and this blew the doors off anything else out there. With its autonomous tracking and its ability to dodge obstacles, avoid obstacles, was unsurpassed by any other drone. But like any new product, it didn't quite live up to the hype that Skydio was giving it. There were little glitches in the software, malfunctions that were taking place. Now Skydio, being a relatively new company, really wanted to promote this drone. There was a lot of money resting on it, and it is and was a good product. So for a while, there was a blanket warranty. Basically, if you could prove there was a malfunction with this drone, they would replace it. They wanted good customer relations, and they wanted the word to get out there. And it did. YouTubers like Billy Kyle, who focus on drones, was given one, flew it, had a problem. It was replaced. And this was the message. If you went to the forums, a lot of people got theirs replaced very, very quickly. Very few questions asked. But as time passed and Skydio got more market share, more caveats started appearing in the warranty, the limited 1-year warranty for the Skydio 2. Initially, they would replace your drone, or repair it, or refund your money. But after a time, these caveats came in, and there are too many to list, but you should read them if you think you're going to get a Skydio 2 drone, or you have a Skydio 2 drone. And it was one of these caveats that I came up against when I tried to get a replacement for my drone. As you saw in the letter back to me, Julia, one of the techs who had escalated the problem upstairs, whatever that means, had got back to me saying that there were two issues with it. One, that I had flown it in weather they did not deem was fit and safe for the drone, with a little bit of fog, some snow, and the other was that I was flying over a lake with reflective qualities that could confuse the drone. On top of that, Skydio had completely changed the warranty on January 1st, some 3 weeks before I made my warranty claim, and the current warranty is even tighter and less helpful than the previous one, with even more caveats on it. I didn't count them, but I'm sure it's double digits. So in essence, Skydio's limited basic warranty is really not worth the paper it's written on. So having said all that, how did I get Skydio to replace my drone? Well, the first thing I did when I got that email from Julia after I picked myself up off the floor was I checked out my facts. I replied that I was shocked by their decision. The drone was barely 8 months old and had been used sparingly. I told them it was a wonderful piece of tech and that's why I'd chosen it. The obstacle avoidance and the warranty were big reasons why I bought it. Perhaps the largest part was the warranty. And I then mentioned Billy Kyle, the YouTuber, had a similar warranty incident to mine and his claim was validated. I told them, and they knew because of the logs I had sent them, that I have religiously updated the Skydio and flown it extremely carefully. I also explained I'd watched every single one of their videos over the last 6 months several times with Nicole Bonk. I then went through the facts of the weather on the day. There was no snow falling, no precipitation of any sort. There was no fog. There was some low cloud, and yes, the drone was in it, but only momentarily until I got it out again. You could see it on the screen. I got it out, and there was no mist on the lens, no residual mist at all. And as for the lake's reflective quality being an issue, the drone was far too high for the reflective surface to make any difference to the initial decision of the drone to make an emergency landing. Reflective surface induced errors would only become a factor if it was flying acrobatically close to the surface of the lake, something that didn't happen at any point. Finally, I also mentioned that I had put in a home point, and there's no way it should have locked me out. It should have flown to the home point when I pressed the button, but it didn't. It just carried on landing. I told them I believed I took all reasonable precautions to avoid this incident and that the company was reneging on their warranty by serving me up a pat response on a claim like this. And I went on to say I just would not accept this decision. Julia got back to me, told me she would take it upstairs again and reach out to her advisors. Then she got back to me again and said that out of a gesture of goodwill, they were able to offer me a one-time $100 courtesy discount on a complete Skydio 2 Plus starter kit. I had spent over $2,000 Canadian on this drone. Here's where I got really proactive. I went to their video and I told them to view their own Skydio 2 Plus advert video. At 49 seconds in, they could clearly see a 4-second clip of their own Skydio drone flying through far more mist than mine ever did. I'll put the link above because I daren't put it in my video in case they litigate. And I questioned whether this advert was demonstrating the ability of the Skydio drone to fly within its normal operating parameters. And if it was, the advertiser's claim is erroneous, and Skydio owes me a full credit towards the purchase of a new drone under warranty. If not, then that's false advertising, and consumers should be warned. The FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, who oversee truth in advertising, would likely look at the company's response to me, view the advert, and find a case of fraud. Now, I wasn't going to go litigious here, but I was letting them know that this was not good policy and wouldn't look good in the social networking spheres. And I ended by saying I awaited a more satisfactory response and I reject the $100 gift certificate or coupon code. So up until this point, how many emails had it taken? Well, backwards and forwards, it had taken 15 emails for me to get that response. Admittedly, the first few emails had been me uploading logs and them telling me they got them. But the bulk of them had been this wrangling between us. Not something I expected given the Skydio reputation. So to recap, I had been polite, I had been firm, and I knew my facts. I had done some research, and I had turned the tables on them, showing them their own ad showed their Skydio flying through mist, far longer, through far more mist than mine did. And I think it was this, on the 16th email, and I finally got satisfaction from them. Now they made it plain, as they said in bold, this is a one-time exception, that they would, as a gesture of goodwill, ship a fully refurbished and factory recalibrated Skydio 2 drone to me, no charge. They would also give me the $100 discount coupon code to get a battery, because of course I also lost my battery when the original drone went down. But it wasn't a complete victory. They still insisted they were making an exception and that the drone had not malfunctioned, that I had flown it in conditions it wasn't suitable for, and that is what caused the error. Probably some sort of legalese to cover their you-know-what. But there was no doubt in my mind that drone had been pampered. I had never let a scratch on it, and the thing had malfunctioned. Deep down, somewhere deep, I think they knew that. But they were darned if they were going to admit it, because that sets a precedence, and other people can make claims. So that's why I've done this video, because I know there are many people out there in the same boat as I am, and a lot of people haven't got that sort of satisfaction. From reading the forums, I can see that over time Skydio have become more and more reluctant to replace those drones and honor their warranty as they should. Julia, if that really is her name, was wonderful, and she's very well practiced in appeasement. However, Even before my Skydio went AWOL on me and dumped itself in the lake, I was having problems with the beacon. The beacon's connectivity was not good, and several times the Skydio went off-piste and just got lost. I'm now flying the Skydio 2 with a Skydio 2 Plus beacon, and the improvement is incredible. The Skydio 2 Plus beacon has far more range than the original one. There's no need to upgrade to the Skydio 2 Plus if you have a Skydio 2. Just get the better beacon. It makes a heck of a difference, as you can see from these shots. Admittedly, I went really easy on that day, but it never ever blipped, not even a fault. I ran it for about half an hour. It followed me on the dirt bike in and out. Yes, I went slower than I needed to. This thing will actually do a top speed of 37 miles an hour, well over 50 kilometers an hour. I also ran it on my controller and it worked perfectly. So in summary, Skydio came through for me, but it wasn't without a lot of wrangle, a lot of backwards and forwards, and the fact that they knew I wasn't going away. I knew my facts, but I kept it polite. I wish you luck in getting a replacement for any drone that you lose, particularly with Skydio. Thanks for listening, folks, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if it helped you in any way at all. Once again, thanks for watching, everyone. If this is the first time you've watched, please consider subscribing. I do motorcycle reviews, motorcycle-related product reviews, off-road and on-road vlogs, as well as tours. Even though I'm not the most diligent poster, don't forget to follow me on social media. That's Instagram, Facebook and Twitter, and to like. And especially, I'm begging you here, folks, subscribe. And don't forget to click the bell so that you're notified whenever I release a video. This is the BlueMarbleRider, out.